Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. I am back with another Scrappy quilt block. I have a passion for Scrappy quilt blocks. I really do. I am also passionate about 2-inch squares, and we are going to use a whole bunch of them in this block. I love everything about 2-inch squares. I like cutting them, selling them, using them. I just think they're so cute. And lately, well, actually for quite a while, I have been thinking about what I could cut to sell in my fabric sales that I could call a mini brick. I actually sell bricks. I think I started cutting those, I don't know, a while back. And I decided on 4x8. And I really like that size, and they do really well for me. And I thought I'd like a mini version. I don't think I'm going to go with what I have here. I might do a bigger mini brick, but this was kind of all like just to practice, to see what I would feel like cutting for mini bricks. So I thought I would do a quilt block since I already cut those. So let's just get started. I think this is going to end up being about 6.5 inches square, I think. Seems like an awful lot of fabric for that, but we also will have a lot of seam allowances. So here's what you need. You need 8 2-inch squares. What I love about 2-inch squares is if you're cutting, sewing a project or whatever, and you have some scraps, it's very easy to get 2-inch squares out of scraps. And I know I always say don't trim now and just leave them in a box or whatever because they get thready. But, I'm talking like don't trim them now and use them in 5 years. Feel free to trim as you go and put some 2-inch squares in a box. And then whenever you have time, you can just, put some of them together. And then you need 4, what is this? 2 by 3.5. I couldn't remember. 2 by 3.5. You need 4 of those. You need 8 2-inch squares. And let's just get started. Very easy. We're just going to send all our 2-inch squares through 2 at a time. And now I'm going to start attaching the mini brick. I'm still calling it a mini brick. And I'm going to sew these together. I think I'll do that one with that, and then this. Oops, I forgot. We have this one. I could have started joining these, but I want to look at them first. So this is like our little block that we will be sewing together with the others. You can just have some sewing sessions where you just send the 2-inch squares through, and then you can start, just sewing and sending them through with the little mini brick on the side. You don't have to complete everything all at once. Now we have choices, lots of choices. You can just put these together any way you want. You can do the twisty, turny kind of thing. And I don't know, it always makes like a kind of a pinwheel look. I don't know if you can, no, I don't have that right this way. But I wasn't going for that this time. I think I want to just do brick down, brick up. And the same on this side. Let's switch this. Get some different colors going there. No, like this. Okay. I just think it looks scrappier that way. And you will see pictures close up. So I have brick down, brick up. And then on the bottom row I have brick down, brick up. The same. So another thing we could do is once you have a whole bunch of these, you could just start sending those through. So you would just attach them like this with the bricks kitty corner and then the 2-inch squares kitty corner. And you could make a bunch of those. So let's put this one together. Just going to make sure that my bricks are kitty corner. Don't worry about intersections and all that shit. So now I have 2 pieces like this. and I'm going to attach them so that the bricks are not touching each other. Like, I guess they just won't, will they? They're always going to be in the right order. So that's pretty cool. No matter how I do it, it works. So I like that very much. And I'm just going to sew these together. And I will be showing you a picture at the end. Let me press and trim. I liked this way more than I thought I would. I love it. I know you guys must be sick of hearing me say that. And trust me, if I don't like something, I don't say I love it. I am very good at saying I hate something. This is so cool. What I love is it looks very crummy, like we just put crumbs together, but in an organized fashion. And what I like about the bricks is it just cuts that extra step of, you know, instead of putting 16 2-inch squares together, you know, we have the brick and it breaks it up. It just, oh my goodness, I like this so much. I might have to make that size brick. I could have multiple size bricks. And this was about 6.5 inches square, and that was perfect because it allowed me to take a little bit off all 4 sides and end up with a 6-inch square. I know you love it. I know you do. And if you don't want to be making a whole bunch of these, you can just cut some 6-inch squares to add to your quilt. And that speeds it up, but yet it gives you, you know, some interest in your quilt that you can marvel at. I just love this so much. I really do. It almost looks woven. I don't know if it's because of the color choices. You know, I have like a beige there and a beige there. We could do woven at some point. I would like to do that. And I did want to mention, when you trim, don't freak out like if you trim a little more on one side than the other so that your 2-inch square doesn't look 2 inches. You know, well, obviously it's smaller, but you know what I mean? If it's more rectangular, just as long as your squares are all the same size, this is a scrappy block. It's going to be in a scrappy quilt. When you sew all your blocks together, it's going to look wonderful, you know? It will look even more scrappy if some things are not all the same size or if they're wonky or whatever. Let me take some pictures of this and I will show you. I really like it. I hope you do too. I will be back with more soon, so please subscribe. Bye.